What do you guys say we do a little bit of a launch here, eh? Ooh! That 5-liter heater! Yeah! What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, back at you with another Forza 6 build video. In this one, we got another request from Mr. Jamie Johnson, and he wants to see a Fox body Mustang drift missile build, and that sounds like an absolutely fantastic idea to me. So without further ado, let's get right into this shit, man. So obviously, we're gonna have to jump into the Ford section of the buy car section of the game and see if we can't find our Fox body. Now this, one of my favorites, man, recommended, funny, but for this one we're going to use the 1993 SVT Cobra R Fox body Mustang, and let's check out some of the paint jobs that we got in here. Now we did do one of these builds on the channel back when I was playing on 360, the Matt Farah smoking tire Fox body Mustang build, but for this one we're gonna do it a little bit different, and we're gonna see if we can make this thing look like one of the deck style Mustangs. So we are gonna go ahead and search it up if we can find, I believe it was DECH, if I am not mistaken. And it doesn't look like there's any specific, I believe that was just like a body kit and not really a actual paint color or paint scheme probably is what the deal is there. So what we're going to do is, can we get a different camera angle? Like, please, Forza, please. I'm deciding the fate of this vehicle right now, and you got me on an overhead friggin' view. So let's see here, looking for something nice and blue, and this is looking like it's gonna be about it. This a little bit darker. Lighter or darker? I'm thinking the darker is going to be where we want to be at today. So we're going to go ahead, buy this car up, and see if we can make this thing take some corners like a drift missile, man. So if you guys are new to the channel, I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in. If you want to see more, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And if you guys are obviously repeat offenders, you guys know that we are about to jump up into this biatch right now. So let's head over to the upgrade shop here, and conversion, engine swaps, let's see, 5.7. We are going to go ahead and leave the 5-liter motor that's in there, obviously, because it's going to be a monster. And I'm thinking supercharge or turbo. You guys know I love my superchargers just because of the torque curve. As you can see, the torque curve here, when you get into these turbochargers, nothing in the low end. And then once you get to about, I don't know, what's that say, $3,000 or something, it's going to all of a sudden kick in. Whereas the supercharger is just nice and smooth the whole way. And you know, that's gonna, it's, for me, it's a little bit easier to control once we get out there. So let's check out our options. Now I'm liking this. What is this? Can't even read that. What does that say? Cervinese? I don't know. We're gonna go with it though because I like the fog lights. Let's check out that spoiler. That is the ugliest thing that I've probably ever seen on a Mustang, so that is definitely not happening. Forza, you need to slap yourself for that one. And let's see. Yeah, that's looking pretty fresh. I like the little louvers at the bottom there. Let's go ahead and add that on. And obviously our UD scoops. Let's see. Ooh, are we going to do a drag build? No, we're not. We're going to do more of a drift build. So I'm thinking just the nostrils are going to look good here. Let's back it up and head over to the tire section. Now, I'm going to go with a race tire compound. A lot of people will tell me, oh, go with a street tire. But what I like to do, race tire compound, and just put a lot of power to the wheels to get them spinning. I'm going to leave the stock wheel size or width the way that it is, and both front and back. Let's go check out some wheels, should we? Rolling down the street in my 6.4. Oh wait, no, that's the wrong sign, or the wrong song. You guys know. These are some classic ass motherfucking wheels right here. Classic Mustang, like pure, like makes it look like just the era that it is, you know. And let's see, those are pretty textbook too for like the 90s. I'd say those are like not what we're looking for, but makes the car look right at home. Let's see what we got here. Super Sports. These are all relatively ugly to me. Those surprisingly don't look half that bad, but we're not gonna do it. We are not gonna do it. I love these. We're gonna go with these American Racing. Now, for the 5 liters, I know that an option is to upgrade to the 5-bolt pattern so that you can put on those the newer Mustang wheels, which is kind of the look that I like. I like OEM style look. Let's see, 18s we're gonna go with. I have the Nissan Altima that has the OEM. What the hell was that? Was that a 19 on the front? 18. Okay, my mistake. I have a Altima that has 350Z OEM wheels. I did have an Impala that I put actually the American Racing Ford GT wheels on, the 5-spoke bullet wheels. So though, I just like to stick with OEM. It's it's easier to just manage with, because everything, like your bolt pattern is going to be the same, your hub pattern is going to be the same. Let's go ahead and put on that raised diff. Gotta have that diff. And for brakes, we want to have a big brake setup, so I'm going to go ahead and add that up. And we're going to slam this thing to the ground. Now, obviously, we're going to tune it, have to lower it a little bit more. Get on those anti-roll bars. Add them up. And I'm thinking we're going to weight reduct this thing as much as possible. And obviously throw in a roll cage just for a little bit of stability. And now for the engine, let's go ahead and throw an intake on this batch. Go ahead and throw an exhaust on this batch. And obviously crank that supercharger up to the maximum. Now this looking like another one of those builds where maybe a turbo or an engine swap maybe would have made us a little bit of easier power. The problem with that is it just takes away from the roots of this car. If you have this 5-liter Fox body Mustang, the thing with it is you start getting into these engine swaps, and it starts to become something where it's not the same car. You know what I mean? Especially you get one of these newer engines or one of the racing motors in it. It's just not. It's not a 5-liter anymore, you know what I mean? Or heaven forbid we put in that 7-liter V12, which sounded to me like a Lambo engine. But, it is what it is, so we're going to work with what we got, topping it out at about 6, can we get 600? Jump out. 600, and 700 is even better. I was looking for 698 at least. 700 is absolutely perfect. I'm liking the way that this is going now. Obviously handling is looking like a big issue, but we're gonna take it for a rip around the Swiss Alps just to see how she drifts. But before we do, gotta jump into that tune section. Check out our gearing. Now we have a 5-speed with the we got lots of torque. Actually, this thing would make a pretty good drag car too. 3.5 seconds, 0 to 60, and topping out at 311 kilometers an hour. I don't think we're ever going to get to that point, but if we do, it's good to know that we can. And so what we're going to do is stiffen up our springs, and obviously crank her down low to the ground. And the differential, let's crank her all the way up to high. Get those back wheels spinning. So let's back it up and jump up into this test track. Now let's select the track. I'm thinking the Bernese Alps. Sorry, not the Swiss Alps, the Bernese Alps. And we are going to go for a little bit of a rip. Now keep in mind, first time out on the track with this thing, so it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. Compared to, you know, in Forza, I've been drifting all kinds of cars, Corvettes, the Bentleys, the Mercedes. I like to keep it classy when I'm out there. So this is going to be a little bit different, more the American muscle, brute force, something that's going to kind of take a little bit of getting used to. What? With that being said, let's take her for a little bit of a rip, shall we? Thing sounds absolutely beastly, looks even more beastly. I'm loving the way that this car looks. Will it drift is the question at hand. Second gear. Lots of torque. Looking like third gear is going to be our sweet spot. May have to adjust the gear ratios. Oh! Because I don't want to be redlining in second and then too low in third, which is looking like it might be the case. Now obviously your drift missile is going to get a couple, you know, dented fenders, cracked bumpers, probably going to have to throw some zip ties on there. So this Ford is going to be no exception to the rules. Now the one thing I love about this track is it's very open, lots of space to actually drift, great turns and stuff. The one thing I dislike about it is there is walls, man. When you go, you know, it's lots of room for when you do stuff like that. You can kind of, you know, get kind of crazy, but when you mess up and you do go sliding into one of those walls, damage, buddy, damage. Oh, nice little tunnel run there. This thing is a beast nonetheless. I think if we put some fatter tires on this thing, some wider tires, I think it would definitely have the potential to be a good race car. Definitely not too hard to handle. Surprisingly, I was expecting one of those, you know, typical American muscle cars where it's just all over the place, crazy tire spin, but it's a modest build, like just the right amount of grip. Oh, spoke a little too soon there. Just the right amount of grip to have fun and get the ass end loose. Like as you can see, I was heavy on the gas there in second, spinning the whole way to redline. Still in third spinning. But when they do lock up, it's a fun car. Really is. Glad that we took this route with it and didn't do just a straight quarter mile, which is what I would have typically done for a vehicle like this. Now, not to say, maybe we'll take her for a little ripski on the quarter mile. What do you guys say? Nah, fuck it. Woo! Pardon me, just enjoying this car. I'm thinking we're going to skip the quarter mile today because this wasn't a drag build. This was actually, you know, it was a drift build, man. So drifting is what we shall do. Came down in the first a little bit, you know, unexpectedly there. Premature firstulation. Oh! Oh, there it is, into the wall. Totally messed up that build. Oh my god, it was going good there for a second, ladies and gentlemen. But let's go ahead, restart up this race. Let us get our screenshot and put an end to this video. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, like I said, Don't forget to give it the thumbs up, and if you guys want to see more, don't forget to click the subscribe button. Check out the channel. We got all types of different videos coming out all the time. We try to spruce it up. If you guys want to play with me, no homo, you know, you can play some Forza, play some GTA or whatever. Let me know. Drop your gamer tag down in the comments section, and we will make sure that you know, we add you up and get into that. So with that being said, we're gonna take a little bit of our screenshot here with a little bit of the action shot. So if you guys enjoyed this, man, never mind all that nonsense. I just want to say thank y'all mofos for watching, and we're gonna catch y'all at the next one, man. Peace.